Revocation has been switched to dry selling mode. His eyesight and hearing are amazing. So the prairie voles under the snow are expected to be fleeting. Go away, you. To turn voles into vegetables, the pose must be very handsome. Okay. I'm a little nervous facing the camera. A little accident is understandable. The vole says it didn't mess with any birds. Native owls are really rude. But knowing that there is a sixth child outside, he also has to venture out to find food because they don't hibernate. They don't stock up on food. So if there is no accident, there must be an accident. This time it was fatal. With his current appetite, you need to complete at least 3 kills a day to be full. This issue will bring many cute stories. Routine extravagance. I know that the 𝙒𝙁𝙁 family was mentioned in ancient videos. The plot at the time was that Mother 𝙒𝙁𝙁 was out hunting. As a result, the left-behind baby sea tower was thrown by the waves. 𝙒𝙁𝙁's mother cried on the spot. Good is the ending. Mother and child reunion. Now the situation of baby wave loss has obviously happened because his mother unlocked a new use for kelp, turning them into quilts and seatbelts. This way, the little ones are much safer when they sleep. After settling the baby, Mama 𝙒𝙁𝙁 goes out to forage. Their diet is usually sea urchins and shellfish. 𝙒𝙁𝙁 is famous for loving children, so he will only deal with a few simple bites and hurry home to take the baby. As a result, when I got home, the baby disappeared without a trace. After all, kicking the quilt is a basic operation for babies. Okay, history didn't repeat itself. The baby was not scolded by Lang Yuan's mother. Pulling the baby back is a binge. Then continue to put it on the stomach and apply a constant heat compress. Very warm. Farewell to 𝙒𝙁𝙁. We're going to see another little 𝘋𝑼 with a baby. Dense band, none. Only the size of an adult's palm. And they did a great trick. With this stunt, he can easily work in a forest. I can also get home in time to bring the baby. His baby is out of the nursery belt. Soon to be independent. However, the baby is currently only the size of an adult's thumb. Mom is still his whole world. They have a lot of neighbors outside the tree hole. These guys are always noisy. But Crunch Time is very reliable because they can provide early warning services for free. Like this time. If there is no warning, the belt is accidentally clipped and it may be peaceful. At this time, it is reported that the number has reached the 2nd floor. There's still time to take off. You can tell from this takeoff that Mom is overloaded. Okay, so they got through it. But soon a new challenge arose. Remember the Australian wildfires and flamingos mentioned in the last issue? Anyone who has seen it knows this old base is very good at piercing birds and setting fires. Just because they exist. Wildfires are difficult to stop. This also allows many animals to be killed by barbecue. Facing this big test, the dense belt is unintentional and needs to be urgently transferred again. The baby is currently overweight. Mom can't carry the weight. Babies need to fly solo. This will be his first flight. If you make a mistake or have bad luck, and that was the last time. Mom gave a demonstration first. It was very successful, but due to too much fear, the baby is still unable to take the crucial step. It's not appropriate to shout gas now, then say awesome. The fire field in his vision gradually approached him, and finally, it worked. It was reborn. He also took advantage of the situation and started to survive on his own because there are barbecues everywhere. So during the transition period, teenagers cannot worry about food. True good and bad depend on each other, and Ann Forrest will soon be reborn. When everything returns to normal, the teenager has fully adapted to the environment independently. The second half of this issue still starts with the bite. Our protagonist is a master architect, currently building my own bachelor apartment. They are very dedicated to the work, because there's a positive correlation between how beautiful buildings are and how likely they are to break free. But these guys are generally a bit petty. If the neighbor's house were built more beautiful, their mood will be very unbeautiful. Go find fault. Then go to reverse construction. After the guys finish fencing, the only propaganda is seamless. This is to attract female birds to visit the house for inspection, because the dominance is entirely in the hands of the female, so females are very picky when looking at houses. However, once a family is identified, this bird will also contribute to the love nest. They will handle all the interior decoration work of the wedding house alone. When everything is ready, they will live a happy life without shame. As you know, I know that animal stories are fragmented, but it makes no sense, because today it's cloudy to cloudy. So we went to a boxing match. Bar. After the ceremony, the game officially begins. Understand? Understand? Since it was handed in by the same master. Can't break the power, so they turned to attack the lower altar. And it worked really well. Beat the opponent directly. As is customary, who wins is the protagonist. Our protagonist decides to make up another knife to seal the victory. But I didn't expect the other party to flash, and took advantage of the situation to launch a counterattack. The good guy ends with one lying down and one lying down, according to the principle of whoever takes the netherworld and who loses. The protagonist needs to be replaced. The story also tells us that giraffes have 4 legs. This fight just got resolved. The dispute over there is again. As you know, it's not easy for 𝙒𝙇𝙁 to drink water on the African grassland. Otherwise, the lion would not show such a small expression of grievance. During the day, elephants control the only nearby water source. It's the itching of hatred. But in addition to confessing, there's nothing they can do. But at night, the situation is different, because elephants are no better at night than humans. And the power of the big cat is still awesome. So with this advantage, the lions also have the confidence to find the 𝙒𝙗 noodles. However, under normal circumstances, lions don't actively attack adult elephants, but baby elephants are worth the risk. After all, if you succeed, to relieve both hatred and cravings. At this point, a baby elephant that came out at first sight
Subscribe.